The 9 veils of illusion. Where are you at on your spiritual awakening? I'm going to break down the 9 veils, what each of them mean, and how to enter the next level of consciousness. Starting with the veil of number 1, this is the politics realm. Now, you are going to understand that we are all experiencing this great awakening right now, okay? These 9 veils are steps that are going to allow you to enter higher consciousness. The first veil involves politics. We are all exploring the world. When you start waking up, you understand politics. You understand government systems. What's happening? Are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? Did you know that both of them are exactly the same and it doesn't even matter? Once you start understanding that the experts, quote unquote, right, that you started putting your belief system to dictated your reality, that's when this process starts. Most people are simply arguing about who's right and who's wrong. That is the political system. That is step 1 of the veil, that people are under the illusion that there is a right and wrong. Okay. Number 2 is getting into history. This is when people start understanding that man and government are tying and creating laws to keep people asleep, all right? This is the self-governing laws. You start getting into the Constitution. You start understanding the real Constitution and nature versus man. That is the next step in the veil that is being lifted right now on planet Earth. People are understanding that there is more to our rights and our freedoms, and it's not just what the political leaders say or what the president is or anything like that, because we all know that that's just a puppet and there's a lot more energy going on behind the scenes. Number 3 is the control, the mass control. Once you understand that there is a mass control happening right now, the resources are being controlled, the air you breathe is being contaminated, the food that you're eating has been genetically modified to keep you in that lower vibration. All right, all of the resources. This comes from the extreme wealthy. This is modern extortion. Literally, your land, this land is my land, this land is your land. This is our home, planet Earth. The 1%, those people that are completely extorting our resources, that is not okay. We have to understand that this is happening for a very long time. Now, number 4 is the Great Illuminati, the secret societies, the Freemasons, the 1%. These are the oldest bloodlines on planet Earth. They dictate a lot of what goes on right now in our reality. So notice I drew this blue line right here too, okay? This all happens when people are creating that separation within themselves. That's exactly what they want, right? Divide and conquer. There are powers that be that are keeping you asleep, keeping you in that lower vibration. I drew this blue line right here because as you get into the 5th and all the way up to the 9th veil, this is where the us versus them is created. A lot of people are stuck right here, probably within the 1 and 2 veil, meaning they're in the political system. They are completely, they have their entire belief system in the political system, right? Meaning they completely trust the president. They completely trust what's going on within our system, okay? Now, all of these people think that the people who are awake are crazy, right? And vice versa. The people that are awake think the people that are asleep are crazy. So just keep in mind as we go further that that blue line is there for a reason, and that has created the us versus them mentality. More like the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated, right? Are you on the red team or on the blue team? All of this is an illusion to keep you stuck in that lower vibration. Now, number 5, the 5th veil, this is very important. This is the trickle-down effect. All the secret technologies, all right? Thought control, global domination. This is happening right now. This great awakening that we are experiencing is giving you the opportunity to realize this truth by lifting the veil. This has been thrown over you to keep you at a lower vibration, to keep you in control. Now, the trickle-down effect happens when, I mean, we know there's more technologies out there, right? There's a reason why we're all using an iPhone 11 and people, you know, the 1% has greater technologies than you can even fathom. I'm talking about mind control. I'm talking about invisible warfare, 5G, right? You start connecting these dots. This has been a major plan from the government, from these political leaders, from the Illuminati, from whoever you want to call them. This has been going on for a very long time. Again, to keep you at that lower vibration so you are more easily controlled. So that's what I call the trickle-down effect. Think about the penny, right? Think about the date on a penny, having that just right on your table. There is technology right now where a satellite image can look at the date of a penny right there on your table. I mean, we don't have access to that type of technology. You can go on Google Earth. You can do what you want. I mean, I could talk about this all day. Just know that there are huge amounts of technology and I would call it spiritual warfare happening right now behind the scenes. Meanwhile, everybody is just Netflix and chill, right? Now, number 6 is understanding aliens, dragons, fairies, all those mystical creatures that we grew up with reading about, all those fairy tales. Those are 100% true. Those people, think about Area 51, right? The government knows about this. The government has been using technology that came from aliens for a very long time. They've been keeping it under wraps. And Area 51 is probably the most common place that people know about. This is happening right now. So this comes down to the reptilian beings, all right? That's really what I want to talk about for a minute, because the reptilian beings are tied to that 1% and the Illuminati, keeping everybody in the dark, keeping everybody fixated on all the mundane things and hiding the truth. So yes, there are aliens. Yes, there are celestial beings such as the reptilians, Palladians, Syrians, all kinds of light bodies that are implementing their agenda right here on planet Earth. That is the 6th veil. So know that that is happening right now. Number 7 is the sacred geometry. I love this veil. To give you an honest answer, I was right in between 6 and 7 up until about 6 years ago when I completely plunged into the sacred geometry. I mean, I see it with my real eyes. Shout out to Alex Gray. If you haven't seen his artwork, go check out his artwork. That is exactly what I'm talking about here. I look at that as the primal language. That is the language that is woven in the fabric of our universe before time, before the invention of English or the Sanskrit language, which is the oldest language on planet Earth. All of that is nothing compared to the true sacred geometry. Now, this is happening and at the frequency of we are all one. On that spiritual plane, we are all one. You are all waking up to that truth and experiencing that pure love consciousness. Everything before that was based out of the mind, a projection of what you thought was real, okay? So the sacred geometry is the amazing, beautiful conductivity network that keeps everything together. It is a beautiful thing. It is very much real. It is alive. It is living, breathing. It is the exact fabric that keeps everything together in the universe. Now, veil number 8 is love, pure unconditional love, what I would call the 5th dimension. Pure life force energy that is in every being. Now, you have to understand the darkest thing that you can think of right now, the most crazy thing in your imagination, still comes from a place of love. Anything that you can fathom right now always comes from a place of love. Source energy is pure unconditional love. Everything that is made up in your imagination that is a dark entity or something that is negative still comes from a place of love. That's what we're here to do, right? Light up the darkness. Now, number 9 and the biggest one, the last veil, is yoga. Union. Complete union with it all. Everything that's happening, especially in these first 4 veils, is your belief system dictates that you are separate from the universe. It's always an us versus them. It's a duality game. This is everything stuck in the 3D, the 3rd dimension, that is keeping everybody in that lower vibration. Again, 3D is based out of fear. All of your actions are coming from insecurities and fear of not having love, or fear of not having that job or partner or security of your home or whatever it is that you're acting out of fear. Now, as you go across the blue line and enter the 5th through 9th veil and start understanding this truth, you will realize that everything is just momentum and getting rid of the programming, what I would call unschooling, right? All of those conditions of what you thought what love was, and opening up to what love really is, which is completely unconditional. Now, all of this is happening at a very unique time, what I would call karma. This is the evolution of the soul. Now, you and your family members could be billions of years apart in that evolution. So don't judge anybody here. Don't compare your journey to anybody else. And know that the Great Awakening that is happening right now on planet Earth is right here in between the fourth and fifth veil. That is when you get pushed over the edge and you know for sure that there's more than what's going on behind the scenes. You know the government and the health system, the entire Western medical system and all of that it condones creates a lower vibration. It's keeping you stuck in the matrix, all right? So in order to get out of the matrix, you have to get through the veil and go past the 5 and 6 and finally into the 7th veil, because that's where the sacred geometry is. Now, everything before that was tied into the material universe, the density. When you enter in this higher vibration, you are expanding your cup. You are entering a more loving experience. Everything that is really confining your consciousness is based out of fear, okay? Now, moving down to this, the last one, yoga, the union, you might have only had a very small glimpse of that. Again, the key word here is experience. You have to first understand all of this and then experience that. I don't know about you, but I've contacted celestial beings. I've witnessed the energy. I've seen the sacred geometry. I've felt the unconditional love vibration. All of us right now on planet Earth are anchoring in this new dimension. The 5th dimension is here. It's available to us right now. The question is, are you stuck in this lower veils? Are you bickering and creating that violence and negativity in your life, right? Are you eating animal products, consuming flesh, doing all those lower vibration actions? Or are you entering the higher consciousness? Are you experiencing the truth? Are you expanding your cup? Now, all of this is real. I want you to know that I have personally experienced every veil, and slowly but surely, we are all experiencing this together. People are waking up right now more than ever. It's a very exciting time to be alive. This COVID-19, this outbreak has caused a global mass awakening because people are here for the truth. They don't want the lies. They don't want the negativity. Now, all of that right here is our people mostly right now on planet Earth are shifting from 2 to 3. Again, this is the mass majority. Remember, the mass majority of human consciousness is very much still in the dark, very much asleep. People are stuck in politics, completely complaining about life, stuck in their dead-end jobs, always worrying about the future, and so on. Now, as you go as you go up into this higher consciousness, you will realize that the control, the Illuminati, all of that means nothing. It is just a ploy, an agenda, propaganda to keep you at that lower vibration. And it's simply not possible when you understand this truth and experience the higher consciousness. You can't go back. It's just not possible to fall back into the veil. That's why it's called the 9 veils of illusion. Once you penetrate them and get through them, you are no longer under that illusion. You are experiencing the truth of the real reality. I would say, about 6% of the population is experiencing the higher vibration right now on planet Earth, okay? And I'm saying that because based on this theory, 10% of people are only in each group, meaning 10% of the population is now entering the 2nd veil and going on and so forth. Now, again, with COVID and this outbreak, what's happening is people are understanding that this isn't real. This is something that you are shifting your belief system from. When you have a truth, you either accept it, right? Number one, again, is the political system based off the experts, right? The people that you believed on the news or the doctor or whoever it is that validated that theory is making your belief system, is literally creating your reality. So going down, the more you entertain the idea of being vegan, shout out to everybody who's vegan already right now, because you're understanding that the meat and the dairy is all tied to keeping you in control, right? All of that is a plan to keep you at the lower vibration so you can be controlled. If you're living from a place of fear, you're being controlled. You are the sheep. Now is your chance to become the shepherd. When you understand that when you are in the fifth and sixth veil, you start realizing this truth. You start understanding that everything is happening for a reason, and that 1% is controlling way more than you can even fathom right now. Our entire economic system, our entire political system, the food that you eat, the air that you breathe. I'm talking about thought warfare. I'm talking about psychic warfare using invisible weapons. Okay, I mean, I could go on and on. Now, all of that is happening to keep you in control, right? It's time to wake up. That's what we're here at the Infinite Cup. We are here to expand our consciousness. When you enter the seventh veil, which is the sacred geometry, that is when everything starts moving forward at a rapid rate. That's why DMT is very popular. You see a lot of videos on YouTube about DMT and people experiencing meditation, higher states of consciousness through the Kundalini awakening. The third eye is opening, right? All of these techniques are going to, again, expand your consciousness. So don't get trapped in the lower veils, okay? Ask questions. Open yourself up. Be the one who is experiencing the change. That's what you need to do right now. You were the one that you were waiting for. Don't put your belief system on anybody else. Don't put those people up on a pedestal, right? I don't care whether it's the president, some guru, whatever that you're doing, know that you have to experience this truth to allow your body, your light body, to upgrade to that level of vibration that you are wanting to experience right now on planet Earth. Now, there is a huge global awakening, and all of these veils will help you understand where you are at, what level you are at, so you can calibrate your vibration so you know what to do next. I hope this helped. I hope you guys learned something in this video. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. I love each and every one of you. Until next time, guys, I'm out. Peace. Infinite love.
Remember, you are infinite spirit soul. The higher self is always guiding you. Tap into the infinite cosmic conscious energy which is within us, around us, and everywhere.